Is today your graduation day and you're looking for a soft glam makeup tutorial? By the end of this video, you're going to have everything you need and all the demos to achieve this final look. For in-depth reviews, makeup tutorials, and makeup tips, subscribe to this channel and make sure to hit that bell down in the description down below to always get notified about my new videos. And I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Donna, and I am an avid makeup and skincare enthusiast, and I share that love through my Facebook group and my blog, and everything is listed down in the description below. Today's look is a soft glam graduation makeup tutorial for 2020, because that's where we're at, and it is going to be in 3 steps. We're going to be doing our face, eyes, and then our lips. And in those steps, there are like sub-steps as well, but it'll be easy to follow and you'll know exactly what makeup you got to pull out so that way you can get ready along with me for your big day. So here we go on to step 1, face. So here we are on step 1. We're going to start with the face, and I'm going to go in with my primer first, and I'm going to go in with the Laneige, the Glowy Makeup Serum. Recently got this and I really do love it. And it's a rainy day here today for my graduation. So I'm not so worried about being outside and being too, sweaty in my makeup or anything. I'm going to be indoors. But I will show you, if you are doing an outdoor graduation, some tips you can do so that way your makeup will last throughout any kind of temperature. So what I love about this one is that it's a serum and it goes on really nice, gets me nice and red, but it creates like a nice light slip, and I just love anything hydrating, especially under the eyes. But I've already moisturized and used all my serums in my skincare today, and they've had a chance to settle in. And for foundation, I'm going to go in with my favorite foundation, which is the La Mer. This is very expensive, but it is also very amazing. And I'm just going to take it on the back of my hand. I'm not going to go grab my face palette here. All you need is just that much there. It creates a wonderful finish. I'm just going to use my mirror right here. My breakout situation has calmed down, so I'm not going to do too much concealer today. I love the scent on this. And it's so interesting because no matter what my tone, if I have a little bit of color, I've got a little bit of sun maybe, this foundation, this particular one, I use it's linen, number, 13, right? It still matches me, even with a little bit of color. So today is actually my graduation day. I am graduating from university for the 3rd time. This is my 3rd degree that I am graduating from. My 1st degree was in music with a minor in English. And then I did my Bachelor's of Education so I could become a teacher. That was a 1-year degree. And then after about a few years of teaching, I thought to myself, just put a little bit more foundation. I said, you know what? I need a little bit more of a challenge. And there's so much more I want to learn about from all my traveling, seeing all those museums and churches and things through my travels through the summer in Europe. And being Greek myself, I really wanted to know about ancient Greek history, ancient Roman history. I find that whole era there incredibly fascinating. So I started taking some courses at my university. I went to U of T, it's the University of Toronto. And since I was an alumnus, you just have to email somebody and say, I just want to take this course. And you pay, but you get let in. After doing that for a year, I was like, you know what? I want to turn this into a degree. So then I actually had to apply and get accepted. And I was. Next, I'm going in with my translucent powder. I just want to make sure everything is kind of settled in a little bit before I go in with some bronzer. And I'm going with my Fenty Beauty here. And this one has this little puff here. And it usually has a lot of product. And so I'm just going to just lightly kind of tap it around. Just here. Not under the eye. This foundation by La Mer is the only one I feel comfortable putting under my eye. I mean, I'll put others, but it's so hydrated. See, because I have some lines here, but it doesn't increase them, which is nice. And so once the powder's here, all I want to do is just actually dab it in. We will swirl it. And I'm not putting here because I'm going to be putting blush and bronzer. But now that I've kind of dabbed it really where I want it, now you can kind of swirl it. and put it all over. And you know what? I'm going to put a little bit on my neck too. This helps kind of lock it in, which is important because in case you like hug somebody or whatever, you don't want to get all that foundation all over them. And so this helps. But I'm not hugging too many people these days as we are to be keeping our distance. So there we go. I'll come a little bit closer so you can see the finish from the foundation, which is so nice. And now the smell has like really dissipated, and so it's fine. And next I'm gonna go into bronzer. I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty one here. This is the shade Shady Biz. This is what we're gonna use here. And just gonna take, you know what? I'm gonna use a different brush today. I'm gonna go in with this little different brush today. Just kind of just get it right in there, tap it off. There we go. I know I've always been using that other BH one, but I need a little bit more. I want a bigger brush to get a bigger space there. I was noticing it was kind of getting blotchy, so there we go. Now it's just that little bit bigger. That's nice. And that's the thing, we get stuck in ruts. We use the same products or we use the same tools and the results aren't like what they were at the beginning. I don't know how that is, but yeah, I just needed a bigger brush. That other one was just too small. And doing it under here will create the illusion of some depth, but I also like just bringing it down a little bit, especially when you're wearing such an open top like this. But I mean, sunburns and tans all over. And I will fix that gray hair after when I use my eyeshadow palette, so stay tuned for that. And then of course you also want to do the perimeter up here. You kind of want to start at the sides and then you do up here. And now we're on to blush, and I'm going in with my trusty old Col-lab Beauty blush here. These are like all the makeup I'm using today. These are my favorites. These are my go-to. This is a really important day for me. You know, I was explaining before, it's been, 9 years since I've been going into this. So this degree that I'm currently graduating from today is a major in art history in classical civilizations with another minor in English literature. So I am a music teacher. That was my first degree and that's my first passion. I also taught English for many years. I wasn't just doing music in high schools. I was also half-time as an English teacher. So reading, writing, really important to me too. But through my degree at U of T the first time, I really discovered I just loved history. I wanted to know more about it. And then I traveled and I wanted to know more. Comment down below, where are you graduating from? I would love to hear from you, even if it's high school, my gosh, even if it's middle school, anything, or even in the past, wherever you've graduated from. I just would love to share this day with you since I can only do it online, unfortunately, but maybe in the fall, they said that we will be able to do an online convocation, which I would be really happy about. And now we're moving on to step 2, and we're going to do the eyes. And I always consider brows part of the eyes, so I'm going to do those first because they really change a whole look. I can't stand when my makeup's not done. My other video, which I'll link up here, I was like, I did everything out of order because I just couldn't stand that I didn't have lipstick on. But I'm going in order today. Of course, you can go in any order you like. You can do eyes first, and especially with this palette that I'm going to use, and wait for it, you're going to see which palette I'm using. I sometimes do it first because there is glitter in it, but I know how to get rid of the glitter and I'll share that with you so that if you are using glitter, you know how to kind of clean it up. But that's all I really want to do with the brows. There's always just that one sparse area right there in that one. And then just going to comb it out. So yeah, so that's my degree story. It took me 9 years part-time because I'm a full-time music teacher. And well, there was a 12-month period in the 9 years that I couldn't take a course because there was nothing that fit my schedule, or it was a course that wasn't part of the requirements. So I wasn't just going to take random things. So really it took 8 years part-time. Some summers I did take some courses, but it was a lot of fun and I have some really great memories, and I can't believe it's actually all over and I'm I'm gonna get emotional if I keep talking about it. Now I'm gonna go in with my eye primer. This is the Too Faced Eye Insurance. I've used it many times and it's almost finished, but I just can't seem to finish off that little bottle. I've been low on that for months now, but I guess that's a good thing. So, I mean, it goes a long, long way. I'm just gonna give this a minute to kind of dry. I don't want it to be too tacky. I do want the eyeshadow to kind of blend. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna put a little bit of lip gloss on to hydrate my lips. So when I'm ready for my lipstick, they'll be ready. So now we are ready for eyeshadow. And today I am going into my Tati Beauty palette. This is probably hands down of all the palettes that you've seen I have in my collection. This one is my favorite. And when I was thinking about which palette am I gonna use for my look on my grad, there was no hope for anybody else. It has to be this one. So this is it here. I still have the little sleeve in there because this has glitter. So I feel like I need to keep that. There's so much you can do with this palette, but I'm going to recreate a look that I've done many, many times. And I will keep this on screen and so you can see exactly where I'm dipping into, and then you can see where I'm putting it on the crease to follow along. Of course, if you have a neutral palette, you can do the same kind of thing, but all in all, I'm going to be going into this one here, obviously the darker one here, and then going into the shimmers that are up here all over the lid. And I will eventually dip into some of those glitters. Okay, so there we go. There is the eyes there. I'm going to put a little bit of glitter. I'm going to go in with the Soothe glitter. It's this one right here. I'm just going to put it right in the center of the lid because that's where I put the Soothe shimmer. Just going to go around twice, pat it down. This is what I pick up. And when you're doing these glitters, you really want to tilt your head back and lay them down so that any glitter, it minimizes the glitter that's going to fall down. There we go. A little bit of glitter. Let's go a little bit into Aura, just a little bit in the inner corner. This might be too much, but you know what? Who cares? I haven't used it in so long, and I've been dying to use these glitters again. There we go. So no matter how careful you are with glitter, you're going to get some of it on your face. And what you're going to do is just take a little piece of Scotch tape here, and you can find in the reflection kind of where it is. And I have some here, and you just lightly go to it, and then you can just pick it up. Okay. And of course you don't want to just put it too hard, because you're going to lift up all the makeup that you have down. That's why it's best to kind of sometimes do the eyes first when you're going to do glitter. But I only have like 2 little spots right there, and you don't want to go in with a brush because that won't do anything. So there we go. Just a few spots kind of all over. But all in all, I'm going to close my eyes here. You can kind of get the look, what's going on. I'm just going to put a little bit of eyeliner, and I'm going to put some mascara, and then we're going to be on to our last step. And you know what, for eyeliner today, I'm gonna do a trick that I've actually seen Tati do, and it works really, really nicely. You use a angled brush like this, and you're gonna go into the dark color, and because of the angle, you can actually like stamp it. And because I have hooded eyes and I have a lot of creases and folds in my eyes, I can't really do a wing. But when you do it with powder, it's a lot more easier to manage, and it actually can provide you like an outline. So if you want to do this first and then go in with your pen. But because this is very nice and brown and smoky, I find that even if you were to do, say, a brown in terms of doing this stamp, so you just kind of coat it on both sides. See, it's right there. And all I'm going to do is just go here, and I'm going to stamp it in the right angle, and then I'm going to stamp it all along the lash line. You do want to make sure you kick it off, because this black is not playing around. It is intense. And there we go. So that creates a nice outline now to follow with the eyeliner pen, which is going to be a lot easier, because it's just a stamp. You can just angle it the way you need to. And now I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty one, and I'm just going to trace over this. I'll be back in a second. And there we go. Just a little bit of a wing going on there. Really easy just to trace. And there we go. I'm going to go in with my mascara now, and I'm using the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. It just creates wonderful, wonderful volume. And we'll do exactly what I needed to do for today. Next, I'm going to go in with my Hourglass. This is the Ambient lighting palette, and this is going to create a nice, beautiful all over kind of glow. So I just kind of run it through all of these, and then I just lightly just go through. You could use some kind of like a highlight. They're not that strong, but as you can see, it is just looking a little bit more dewy and all over some really nice shine. Next, I'm going to go into my Ofra palette here, and I'm going to go into this one here, Star Island, because I feel like it would really kind of match my look here and match my top. I love this top, and I really want to glow, you know, it's your big day, glow. And now for step 3, last step, we're going to go in with lips. I am going to go in with a little bit of this Milani lip liner here. This is number 4, I believe, all natural. And since today is such a special day, I am using one of my absolute favorite lipsticks from Tom Ford. This is in the shade Katherine. This is a beautiful, beautiful nude. And I mean, they smell fantastic. If you never knew that they smell, but they do. The wear time on these is so great. And I got these at a sample sale, so they were $15 as opposed to the $25 that they usually are. Wait, no, those are $50. And then the big ones were $75. Yeah, that one was like $15 or $20 and the regular $50. Yeah, so it is a lot. Now I'm going to go in with some setting spray, and I'm using the good old Urban Decay. This is the Summer Solstice one. Let's give that a bit of a shake. There's a bit of a different scent, this one. And last thing is I'm gonna go put on my new earrings that I got from my mom for my graduation. And here they are right here, some new earrings. These are from Gucci. And I don't have any Gucci earrings, so this is exciting. Let's see how they go with my outfit. Oh, of course they go. Should I take off the necklace? Do love my necklace too. And there we have it, the final look all put together. So you can see by following these steps, and of course omitting whatever ones that you don't have the products for or you don't need, that you can achieve such a beautiful soft glam look in relatively no time. But what if you need more help in terms of your makeup application? Check out my beginner tutorial down in the description below for a non-fast forwarded version of what I did here today. Check out these videos if you really want to up your makeup game, and check out my makeup collection. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe and hit that bell and share it with your friends or whoever you think would benefit from this tutorial. I hope you and your families are doing well, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!